All right. Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody. Let's see here. Are we on? Okay. All right. All right. We are live, going live. Here's what I'm doing today. I've been having a fun time doing my Go Cleanse challenge. What am I saying? My YouTube challenge, where I want to learn something new about YouTube every single day. Here's what I've decided to do today. Me thinking that I'm such a baseball expert. Okay, listen, I know I'm not. I'm going to see if I'm going to watch the first inning with you guys live on YouTube. I understand that I am not allowed to recreate, rebroadcast, anything like that. So I am going to be watching it and then I'm going to give you what I'm thinking about it. And after the very first inning, I'm going to let you know what I think the score is going to be and who's going to win. Hello to everybody who's in the chat. Let me open up the chat. Let me see who's there. Let's see here. Hello, Gator Sam. How you doing, buddy? All right, so got the chat going. They have just done the Star Spangled Banner and also the Canadian banner. I don't know what they call it. The Canadian thing. They're doing that. Is it too light in there? Is it weird lighting in here? Let's see here. I don't know. Maybe I could turn on the light here. Hold on. And Sherry's upstairs. I don't know if you can hear it. She's upstairs listening to disco. That's going to stop after the first inning. All right. Anybody have any questions or anything in the chat? I would be glad to answer it. All that kind of crap. But here's what I'm doing. If you're just joining right now, I've decided that I am going to watch the first inning of the World Series game. And I will let you know what I'm thinking during the World Series. And let's see if I can predict who's going to win and what the score is going to be. Because I do think of myself as somebody who's got a good feel about baseball. Now, I know that I'm no expert, and I know that I'm wrong all the time, but I knew last night was going to be ugly. Tonight, I'm starting off by thinking that it's going to go the Dodgers' way a little bit tonight. And maybe that's just hopeful thinking. I'm putting my iPad here. You guys aren't allowed to see it because I'm not allowed to rebroadcast or whatever it is that you're doing on Major League Baseball. Let's see if anybody's in the chat. Hello, John. Good to see you, buddy. Hello, David. Good to see you. Be real. No one has a good time. Oh, you're right. As far as the Go Cleanse challenge thing goes, absolutely. It's weird. I went to the doctor yesterday. I had a complete physical, and every time I go to the physical, the blood tests come back and I can see things all in the right order. And since my sister passed away, I'll be honest, I've been eating anything I want. I've been eating lots of sugar, and apparently my blood test shows it. So I don't know what they're going to tell me I got to do. But I do believe some dietary changes might be in order. So there's that. But yeah, let's see here. All right, so they're getting ready to do the play-by-play. They got Smoltzy up there, and they got the guy. I believe he is actually the Dodger announcer, which isn't fair, is it? But I hope you guys are doing good. I love sports. We got Yamamoto on the mound, on the hill, on the bump for the Dodgers. Let's see what happens. Let's see what goes on. The game has not started yet, but once again, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to do my best to and I'll be watching baseball the way I watch baseball. I'm not going to be reporting to you what's happening, okay? I am just going to like this guy with the bow tie, get the F off of TV, okay? I'm sick of you. I'm sick of all you people out there that do that. You lost $50 last night, Jason. I'm so sorry about that. I would not have bet on last night's game. But if I would have bet, I'll be honest, I would have taken the Blue Jays and to win by a lot, which they did. It's painful to watch. I was hoping for something different. Don't get me wrong. I was hoping for something different, but right now I'm sensing that Yamamoto is going to come out dealing tonight. So I'm excited about that. Anybody have any questions or anything there in the chat? Let's see here. Anybody? Let's take advantage of that. Okay, they're right now they're just doing all their stat kind of stuff like that. Looks like they're fired up in the dugout. I'm watching them. Dodgers seem to be loose. They seem to be ready to go. I like what I saw. I like the energy, what I just saw right there. That's right, baby. You know, I'd like to go to Montreal. It seems like a cool place. They got that those hotels out in the outfield that you can rent those rooms and watch the game from your hotel bed while ordering room service. I think that'd be fantastic. I want to go to a game there next year, and I want to take Sherry there and just, now that she's become somewhat of a baseball fan, although she's upstairs listening to disco right now. All right. Anybody else hanging? Anybody else hanging? Anybody else here? Good to see everybody in Twitch. Hello to everybody on YouTube. Hello to everybody on Facebook. This is going to be my version of a sports talk show from a fan's point of view. All right. I guess that's what it's going to be. Tyler, yeah, for 9K. What happened for 9K? What did I miss away? What did I miss? What was $9,000? Because that sounds like a lot of, is that how much those hotel rooms are? Well, I ain't doing that. You know, even if I could afford it, which, certain months maybe I can, even if I could afford it, I'm to the age right now and to a focus on my life to where I don't want, I just got better decisions. You got to make better decisions and set yourself up for the future, right? The outfield room, yeah, Tyler says those outfield rooms are that much money. If you were in Freakville where you should be watching the game tonight, yeah, I wish I was in Freakville. I miss Jacksonville a lot. I know some people think that's just, lip service, not even close. So many good friends, so many good memories, still so many good friends and everything else. Without Jacksonville, I'd be nowhere, and I know it. I absolutely know it. All right, let's see here. Hello to everybody. If you're just tuning in, because a lot of people are just joining, as for what I can tell, what I have decided, without breaking any Major League Baseball rules, rebroadcasting or anything like that, I've just got the game on my iPad right here. And I am going to watch the first inning. And at the end of the first inning, I'm going to let you know who I think is going to win and what I think the score is going to be. Yes, if somebody lights it up in the first inning, it's going to make it a little easier. I understand that. But as I'm starting the game right now, I really do feel that the Dodgers, having the time off that they had off, and, having Yamamoto pitching tonight, who's done great dealing. And of course, that crowd, man, that crowd in where is it? Toronto. They've got, they're on fire. They're a good fan base. I know that from living here in Seattle. Anytime that the Toronto Blue Jays come to play the Mariners, there's always a dump load of people out there walking around town wearing their Blue Jay gear. I would understand that if it was Vancouver had a team, because Vancouver's just across the border. But it's weird because in Vancouver, they are all Mariner fans. Okay? So that's pretty weird. I don't say all of them, but they might be cheering for their country right now, seeing as the way our countries are fighting. I guess we're fighting. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's start this game, man. I am ready to start the game, but I'm glad you guys are here. If you have any questions, I am reading the chat right now. I got the chat going. If you type something in, it'll show up. It'll show up to me right here on my Riverside FM thing. Anybody else agree with me that your team is nothing in baseball if you have a trident, like the Mariners have to hold up a pitchfork if they have to hit a home run? These douchebags in Toronto have to wear a business jacket. What does that even mean? It's the dumbest thing ever. You don't see the Yankees doing it. You don't see the Dodgers doing it. Sure, maybe a guy in the Dodgers will take a face full of sunflower seeds after they do something, but there ain't none of that showboating. They act like they've done it before. And if there's any team that should act like they've done it before, it's the Blue Jays. They got some badass mother fathers on the thing tonight. What about Freeman getting a hit tonight? I think Freddie will get a hit his first AB tonight. How's that? Okay. How's that for a prediction? And yeah, Freddie's been struggling a little bit. It's hard to watch him struggle. Here's a guy who everybody loves, all the teams love, the opponents, he's just such a great guy. But you see him hitting and he looks like he's having the most miserable time of his life. And I I'm not about to tell the guy how to play baseball, but it looks like he ain't having fun up there. It looks like he's all business, which I guess you should be. But we got Kike Hernandez playing tonight, Mr. October. I love the fact that the Dodgers don't play him much throughout the year, but at least they trust his October numbers, which is out of control. Okay, Jason says it sounds good. Let's see what happens. We got Gausman on the mound tonight. Kevin pitching right now, who's a great pitcher. He's probably been their best pitcher throughout the entire year, and he's going to be facing Ohtani here, to lead off the game. I'm not going to rebroadcast stuff. I'm just watching in the background while I'm talking to you. Just remember, I'm not breaking any rules that MLB has at all. I've researched before this whole thing. Good to see everybody here on YouTube, everybody on Facebook. Good to have you guys. Listen, I know it's a Saturday night. Some of you not doing jack. But we'll get ready to go. We're going to get ready to go. I'm watching right now. The warm-ups are still going. It looks like, we're going to have our first batter here in a minute. And and I'm going to let you know, once again, if you're just tuning in, just by the certain vibe that I get, what I believe who's going to win the game and what the score is going to be. All right. So I'm excited about this. This is fun. I love baseball, as you know. I don't know what it is. Let's see. For every home run, you should eat one of those shortbread cookies. Not a bad idea, but after my doctor visit yesterday, I may want to wait and see what they have to say. God, I've been doing nothing but eating sugar. Oh, God. I don't know what's happening in my life. You lose somebody you love, and you use that as an excuse to do anything you want, to go, but I think I went on a little too much because I started eating like this before my sister passed. I was dealing with that, worrying about things like that, and that's just an excuse, guys. What day is this for your live stream for the rest of the year? I believe this is day number 4, maybe. I'm doing Smirch tomorrow, by the way. I'm bringing back Smirch. I'm excited about it. It might upset a few people, but I'm not here to upset anybody. All right, the game's underway. And let's see here what's going on here. This is fun. And right now, I'm feeling like Gausman's got it. He's dealing. He's throwing strikes. Whatever. He's a professional baseball player. But I do want to spread this rumor, and I know it's going to bother people a lot. It seems as though the way the Blue Jays were beaten up on not just the Mariners at home, but also the Dodgers at home. Get out of here. Go. Nope, just to the warning track. Ohtani out. It seems as though at home, I'm going to say it, I think they know what pitches are coming. And it's all because of Springer and all these guys. It feels like they know what I've never seen. I mean, you're a professional baseball pitcher. You're a professional player. It should never be teeing off like they do like they do at home. It should never be that way. It should be a little more equal. And it hasn't been that way at home when they played the Mariners. And it hasn't been that way at home as of yesterday. All right, we got our next batter up. And, I take the fact that Ohtani got a piece of it at the start of the game as a good sign. And right now we got my man Mookie up. I love Mookie, but I'm not giving you the play-by-play, am I? I can't do that. Not allowed to do that. Hey, I don't know. Let's see here. Happy Saturday to you, Izzy. Hope you're doing well, bud. All right. Yeah, tomorrow I've been doing this thing where I'm streaming live on YouTube every single day till the end of the year. That is my goal. Sure, I realize something may come up or something like that, but so far I've been able to do it every day. And tomorrow, like last night, I did what did I do? Oh, I talked about how to write and what makes a good story, because I have this book that I wrote that I'm working on that. It's been something different every time. And right now, this is different here. It's awesome. You said you're going to live stream for the rest of the year. Had to ask to see, hold you accountable. Toronto screwed up, guy. Okay. Well, Dodgers are hitting it right now. Haven't got a hit, but they're hitting it. Now here comes my prediction right now as Freddie's stepping into the plate. I thought that Freddie was going to get a hit the very first to AB. Let's see what happens. But that's a very bold prediction, and maybe that's just me wanting it to be true. So let's see what happens. Anybody else have any questions or anything? I got to keep the conversation going. That's part of the thing that I'm doing here. You can't really do the real play-by-play. So, although I'd love to, I always wanted to be. You know what I used to do as a kid? Those little cassette recorders? You'd push the two buttons down. I would watch every Dodger game, and I would pretend to be Vin Scully. As a little kid, I'd press record. I'd even score keep. The last time he was up, he lined out to left field. I thought I would be that guy. And I'm glad I didn't, because sports talk has gone to douchebag central to me. And that's it. It's just gone to, I just would love to do a real sports show for real fans, making some fun of people, not taking it so serious, because everybody thinks, sports is entertainment, Let's see here. Freddie's still at bat. Got a little even account here. Just a two-leg parlay. Dodgers to win. Freeman gets a hit. Oh boy. I hope that you are right, Jason. I hope that we are right for you. Freddie's hitting the ball right now. It's just not going in the field of play. It's going foul. He's getting a piece of everything right now. So I'm holding for you. I'm hoping for you, Jason. I'm hoping that Freddie does this for you. I really do. Used to love watching baseball, but you can't stand the current broadcaster. Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. Get foul. All right, that's foul. All right. This is good. This is a good feeling right now for me, because this guy's thrown, I don't know how many pitches, but you don't want to get a guy get out of an inning, throwing, 10, 15 pitches. You don't want that to happen. It's not right. He's already thrown 14 pitches. So this could be the 15th pitch. And it was another foul back. Come on. I really am hoping for you, man. I am pulling for you, baby. I'm pulling for you, Jason. All right, John, Bobby Chadcock. I love what you guys remember. You guys are the best. Oh, man. What a day. It's raining outside. It's ugly out. It's one of those days, trying to eat better. And by the way, we got the first part of your parlay down, buddy. It's a little dub for Fred. Told you. Look at this. Told you he'd probably get a hit his first at bat. Give it up to Terry right here, guys. All right. That's nice. All right. So if the Dodgers get the win, you got it. The harder part is the win. Freddie was due, quite frankly. All right. It was a nice double. This is good to get to him. Longtime listener, longtime fan, started listening in the early 2000s on TK 101 out of Pensacola. Love that radio station. Love those people. And I'm so glad you're listening, staying with us for as long, all of our different little staffs that we've had, all the different little things that we've gone through. And as the industry changes, we try to change with it. And it's scary. Oftentimes it's scary. In fact, we're working on something right now that is a little scary to me, but the bigger vision is it seems like something great's going to happen. All right. 1-0 Dodgers. 1-0 blue right here. That is fantastic. It's off to a great start. They're hitting the guy. This is a good thing, by the way. That was Smitty. That was Smith who got a little single up the middle. All right, how fun is this, huh? I might start watching. Now, if they're winning, this is a thing. I might have to just stay here all night. You know how I could get. I get a little superstitious, although I'm trying not to be. I've gotten rid of a lot of my superstition things. I don't feel like I need to sit at the same couch. I don't feel like I need to not watch or anything like that. But this is kind of important to me right now. Teoscar is up right now. All right. Anybody else? By the way, if you do chat, you have a question or and I don't care what it's about. It doesn't have to be about baseball. This is just what's happening on in the background right now for me. But I do see a lot of people on Twitch. Hello to everybody on Twitch. Good to see you. Please subscribe and like and stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot more things on there in the near future. Doesn't hurt to follow me. You never know what's going to happen. Might be something you like. I don't know. Plus, everybody on YouTube, growing the YouTube channel. Later on this week, we have got so many great emails. We're bringing back the Gang of Two. I was going to do it on Thursday, but something happened, so I had to opt to do something else live on YouTube. But Sherry is ready to go, and we're getting some really great emails from everybody. So far, the dude's thrown 20 pitches. That's good. That's a good sign if you're a Dodger fan. That's a good sign for me. Love you, Robert. Have a great night, buddy. Thanks for spending the time with here. Just get a heads up on your live stream. Sleep well, but better not. I got you, buddy. Thank you so much, Robert, for being here and spending a couple seconds with me. I appreciate it. All right, the Dodgers are gone. The first inning, guy thrown over 20 pitches. That's a good sign so far. Let's see how Yamamoto does. Let's see how he does. All right, anything else from anybody? Anybody else? Got anything for you? Nothing for me? Nothing, no questions for me? All right. But like I said, I've got some really fun questions that people have been sending in for Gang of Two. We're changing the format. It's not necessarily a podcast. It might turn into one eventually if I save enough stuff, but we're just going to do it exclusively on YouTube right now, from what I understand. You got to go? All right. Thanks, Gator Sam. Thanks for being here, buddy. You're always the best. So we're going to be doing Gang of Two, and the format is going to be right at the start, just read. And I've saved some of the best emails for this. It's no fluff. Okay. It's either funny or real sexy or raunchy, whatever it is. I've saved those emails for that. And we are going to just answer the question right up front. Then we'll do a little banter back and forth. Probably each episode's only going to be about 10, 15 minutes or so. But a lot of people want to see Sherry, which I don't know why, on YouTube, because I'm much better looking. And, it's obvious that I am the winner in this family. John, Podcart. Yes, the Podcart. It's up. Listen every morning. Love the wisdom. Love the lie. Thank you so much, Appreciate you, man. Message me about your butter show. Okay. Actually, you could message me about it if you would like, because I don't know how to get a hold of you, Jen. Just email me at Terry James. There's a contact form on my website. Just hit the contact form at terryjames.com. All right. And hit me up there. I check those all the time. And, we're working on the butter show. But like I said, man, I'm having some second thoughts about it just because of what's happened in my doctor appointment yesterday. I'm sure I'm fine, but it's weird just because I'm kind of, as everyone knows, I'm kind of a hypochondriac. And if anything is weird, because every single physical I've had, those numbers are always right in the middle. And it makes me feel so good. And there's one that I had in question of, and the doctor hasn't talked to me about it. So I've turned it into something else. You make homemade butter, do you, Jen? Oh, that'd be fantastic to give it a shot. Do you sell it or do you or just make your own butter? All right, here we go. We got the bottom of the first right now. If you're just tuning in, I told myself that I was going to, in the background while talking to you guys, I have the Dodger Blue Jay game on, and I would let you know at the end of the first inning who I think is going to win this game and what I think the score is going to be. I've already been right. I've already said that I think Freddie's going to get a hit as first AB, and he did. He did, and Jason got that. So thank you, Jason. All right, he's did a little parlay. And I got to say, it's only 2 pitches in, but Yamamoto's looking great. This guy is money. I believe he's the ace of the staff. And I'm pretty happy that he's in there. And if we just get the Blue Jays to not cheat and steal signs, we'll be all right. Don't go to the WebMD. It does make me crazy, man. It does make me crazy. Let's see here. She says you sell it, makes different flavors, garlic and herb and Cajun and cowboy butter. What's cowboy butter? And many more. What's cowboy butter? You put some bolt nuts in it or something? What is that? Sounds great. I love the fact that you're doing that, Jen. Let's see here. Yeah, hit me up on my Facebook, on my Instagram, or whatever it is. All right. All right. They're proving they're real, and it pisses me off because it's Springer. It's Springer who just doubled. Son of a bitch. I hate that guy. You know, people think I'm just being a bitch, but this guy is a bitch. One of the lead kingpins in the Houston Astros sign stealing thing. One of the lead guys, one of the main guys in Major League Baseball wouldn't hold any of the players accountable. They hold the manager accountable, they held the owner accountable, and some other guy accountable. These guys are the guys that were cheating. These are the guys that were cheating, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So no matter if that guy was on the dot. Oh shit, they're gonna no. Fuck. All right, no out, 2 on. Oh, this is painful for me. This is painful for me. I thought my prediction was going to be easy after the first. I thought my prediction was going to be easy after, but these guys hit like they know what pitch is happening. It only happens in their stadium. It doesn't happen anywhere else. It didn't happen, when they were playing the Mariners. It just doesn't happen. I don't get it. They got to know something. I mean, they're waiting on every curveball. They're digging in on every fastball. They know what's happening, and now Vlad is up. What the fuck? All right. Hey, Roxanne, good to see you. Nice to see you. Anybody else in here? Anybody else want to say hello? Hello to people on Twitch. Hello to people on YouTube. Hello to people on Facebook. Thank you guys for just hanging out with me. I know it's a Saturday night. I obviously have nothing going on. So let's see here. Yeah, way too many pitches right now. Even though it's only pitch number 8, there's no outs, 2 on. Yeah, they're hitting them like they know what's coming. Shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen. You're late as always, bud. Keep up the great work, sir. Thank you so much, Gabe. You're not late. I'm just hanging out tonight. I'm just chilling, with the game on in the background. Answering questions. Talking about anything but doing the play-by-play. Not doing that. No Major League Baseball reenactment here unless you just think that calling them cheaters is reenacting something. Got to get, I'm a little interested right now because who's up. Let's see here. Anybody have any questions or anything? It's been good talking to people about the Butter Show, about, for those of you that are big Lex and Terry fans, we will be back on Monday. Just Lex, myself, and D for the week. And then Sarah should be back. We'll see what happens. She is training for a new job that she has that is a part-time job that is, from what we understand, where she's just going to be working on weekends. So there's not going to be any conflict. The only conflict there's going to be is her hopefully realizing that, she's going to have, that her life's going to be chaotic for a while. I love her. I think she's one of the most funny people, most talented people I know, and it was really good having Ian, by the way, and Ian getting all healthy and everything. That was cool too. So, see what happens. Okay, yeah, they're still going. They're still, still in it. Let's see. Have I heard from Sarah? Yes. Sarah and I have exchanged text. We've also exchanged, we've been in each other's DMs on Instagram, and she's doing great. She's, she misses hanging out. She misses doing the show. And what she's doing right now is no easy task. No easy task whatsoever. Okay, Vladdy struck out. That's good. All right, now just a double play. Let's get ourselves out of this freaking thing. Come on, Dodgers. It's a little ground ball. That was a hanging curve. I'm telling you, man, anytime I see a hanging curve and those players' eyes lighten up, especially when they know it's coming, which they do, it drives me crazy. Now here comes a guy that nobody believes should ever be. I mean, this guy's the fattest little motherfucker in all I've ever seen, and he's rip the fucking laces off of a ball. Although I do love athletes like this. I do love athletes that break the norm, man. There's nothing better than some dude walking into camp that looks like this guy and they look the other way like he's a joke and they just cannot deny his talent. God, I love it. I love it. And I don't care what team he's on or anything like that. I just love guys like that. Okay, you don't like her laugh. Great people butter. People butter. Her laugh is. Yeah, okay. I got you. I love her laugh. I like making her laugh. She's, if you have to play to somebody in the room, that's what it is. Dee's too busy doing 3 jobs, sometimes to even pay attention to what I'm saying. Lex is, worried about what he has going on, and I'm worried about what I have going on, and I need someone to play for. Ian sounded great. Wish he would do a podcast again. I do too. Maybe a guest appearance on the Lex and Terry show now and again. We will definitely do that. We had a fun time when we were doing the pub quiz with him, and we will probably get him to do that pay an extra few bucks for sudden death to bring in some more talent. Yeah, I mean, sudden death has been a godsend. And, let's see what happened. All right. Is that an out? 2 outs. Okay. Little liner to Freddie, and he caught it. All right. This is shaping up good. Although they are hitting the ball pretty good right now, but they're just hitting it at people. So thank you, Kinsley. Yep. Let's see here. We got 2 down. First inning. And I haven't even thought about my prediction yet. I need to see how many more pitches he ends up throwing. He's only thrown 17 pitches right now. And I'm trying not to be a homer. And I'm trying to I said good day, sir. I'm trying to actually have some sort of baseball knowledge here because I've been a fan of the game forever. I believe that I know the game. In fact, I played basketball in high school and college. I played in Australia for a little bit, but baseball I was always better at. I just never pursued it. It was my game. It's what I loved. I played outfield, too slow for out there. I pitched, which I was all right, things like that. And I could hit okay. I was good. I wasn't great. I was just good. But if I really focused on it, like anybody, if you focus on anything, you should be good at it, Hey, Roxanne, you guys are like family to me too, I often get asked, what would it be like when the Lex and Terry show's over? And I'll be honest, we're never thinking about that. We don't want that. It's not even in our vision at all. We're still having the most fun ever. And our ratings are great. And, no matter what lineups and staff we have to do, no matter me moving to another place, no matter what happens, we always find a way to make it work only because we want it to. And it's great. So I'm often asked, what will you miss the most? And I don't even want to think about it, but people ask it to me all the time. And what I will miss the most is the relationship and talking to you guys on a daily basis, whether it's on social media, whatever, going, hey man, fun show today. I just love keeping the conversation going. And I don't want that to ever end. And that's probably part of the reason why I'm doing this. Thank you, Randy. Long live Lex and Terry. Thank you, man. I hope so. After my doctor visit. All right, Dodgers got out of it. Dodgers got out of the first inning. And I will now make my prediction. My prediction will be, it's 1-0 now. It's going to be, I think there's going to be some more scoring in here. And for the Dodgers to win this game, they need to score more. And they haven't. They're averaging like 3 runs a game or something like that. And with that lineup, they should be averaging, 5-6 runs a game. So they're going to need to get that. So I don't want to do an asterisk and say, if the Dodgers get 6 runs, they're going to win. But I am going to say that the score will be 6-5 Dodgers. 6-5 Dodgers tonight. See what happens. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Randy's saying 4-3 Dodgers. I'll take it. I'll take that too, Randy. I hope you're right. Anybody else have any predictions they want to throw down there? Love to keep tabs of that. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you spending some of your Saturday night with me. This is part of my challenge that I want to do to myself, is I really want to learn YouTube, but I don't really think I'm learning YouTube all the way by going live. I just love going live. And I don't feel that I have the wherewithal or the desire to sit there and edit little videos and make the right thumbnails and the this and the that like they tell you to do on YouTube. I kind of want to just be the anti-YouTube guy. I love YouTube. I love what it offers people, but I kind of feel like everybody's doing the same thing and that this is going to be perfect for somebody like me who doesn't want to do the same thing, who just wants to throw some ideas out there and make a connection with people. And I realize some views are going to get 8 views. Or some videos are going to get 8 views. Some videos are going to get, 800. So I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't really care about that. I mean, I look because they tell you, but I'm not counting that or anything like that. Well, Jason, what do you mean? What do you mean you need him to hit a home run? I thought you just put him down to get a hit. I hope you didn't put him down for a home run, man. I never would have done that. But Jason said he did a little parlay tonight. The Dodgers win and Freddie gets a hit. Lex needs to join this. Yeah, Lex and I think differently about sports. Even though it is a giant part of my life, I love sports. I don't get as in deep as Lex does about, who an assistant coach is and things like that. And I know there's an audience for that. There's a lot of people that love to geek out over stuff like that. It just makes me feel, and this is not a slight against Lex or anybody else, it just makes me feel like I'm not doing anything in my life. I'm not doing anything. If that's what I care about the most, is who's an assistant coach for something and what are they going to do? And I'm going to argue with somebody about it. No, I'm a fan. I'm a fan who feels like they know a little bit about certain games, in some games. And I'm a fan and I'm true to my team. But there you go. We got an out here in the top of the top of the second. But I said I was just going to stay on for the first inning. But if anybody else has any questions, I'll gladly answer them. But yes, Lex joining this, I don't know how fun that would be for me. I want Lex and D to do, and I love Lex, don't get me wrong, but talking sports with him, my eyes start to glaze over because he knows a lot of different things. And my eyes start to glaze over. I immediately get uninterested. because I'm always trying to put myself in your guys' shoes. You know, sure, you like sports, but do you give a shit about who an assistant coach is for the Baltimore Colts? I even called them the Baltimore Colts, the Indianapolis Colts. Do you care about that? No, you don't. Some of you do, but that ain't the people that I hang out with. You know, I like getting right together with people and having a beer or a hot dog or something. I'm doing that. Let's see here. The way I feel that way about the Bulldogs. Yeah, there you go. Everybody's got their team, you know. I'm going to stay through this. Maybe I'll stay through this inning. If you guys do, should I stay through this inning? I'll just, am I boring the shit out of you right now? Should I stay through the inning or not? If not, I will sign off, because the last thing I want to do is waste your time. You know, I don't feel like my time is being wasted. I'm having a good time right now. And my favorite batter, one of my favorite guys on the Dodgers, is up. Kike, baby. Mr. October. I love the fact that he's calling himself that, or they call him that. I don't know if he's calling himself that. Let's see. That turns into Charlie. Yeah, it does. Yeah, and no, not boring. It's not boring. It is to me. You know, I just glaze over when people start, especially when they start arguing, especially when it's two guys who have never, or three guys or four guys. I mean, I'm torn with this. I hate these shows where they got 90 people on a panel, and 89 of them are ex-athletes, and then one of them is the to keep it together guy or girl. I don't like that at all, and I don't think you need to play a sports to really understand it. But I don't know where I feel that a lot of the people that love sports radio consume sports radio, and they listen to all these other shows, and they end up saying, just like political stuff, they end up saying what their favorite channel tells them. They don't really have their own take. I don't really know what's going to happen. Dude, relax. You worry about nonsense too much. The show is fun as it is. Okay, I got you, Steve. Yeah, but I do. I mean, I worry about you guys. I worry if you're having a good time or not. If I didn't, maybe you're right. Maybe I should give less. Maybe I should give a lot less Fs for this, shouldn't I? But I mean, if you're going to spend your time with me, I want it to be worthwhile. I like giving you guys something to think about, or giving you guys some information you may not have had, or a laugh, or some inspiration, or some motivation, or a tear, or making you feel. I like that, because that's the way I am. I don't want to open my mouth if I don't got nothing to say. So, there's too many people out there like that just don't have anything to say. And a lot of people say what they've heard somebody else say. And it's hard to have your own opinion nowadays, with being flooded constantly with information about stuff. All right, we got 2 outs, top of the second inning. Glassman's had 33 pitch count so far. And let's see what happens here with Edman. But Mr. October is out. Okay, he's just fouling off some pitches. I like this. I like this so far. What did I say, 6-5? I said 6-5 Dodgers. Let's see what happens. But, so far, so good. Any other questions in the chat? Any other things out there, huh? I like baseball players, man. They got the stashes going, the hair going. Glausman just struck him out, and he's feeling all cocky, and he's walking off. And as a Dodger fan, I hate him. All right, guys, I'm going to go, because I feel like the Blue Jays are going to get 2 or 3 of the runs that they're going to get in this inning. And I don't want you to see me cry. Okay. I hope you guys have a great day. You make us think about things in life. Very cool. Thank you so much, Cat M Guy. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here. And tomorrow, just as a little promotion, I'm doing Smirch live. I don't know if it's going to be in the morning or if it's going to be in the evening, but I'm going to go live on YouTube and here for 5 to 10 minutes. And I've had some recent things for those of you that are religious. Some of you might not like what I'm about to do. And for those of you, or some of you may really like what it is, you know, but I'm struggling and I'm going to talk about it tomorrow for Smirch. Have a great night, Randy. Hello, everybody. Have a great evening. Continue on with a great weekend. And we'll talk to you guys later on. Thanks for joining me tonight. All right. We'll talk to you later.